Hello and welcome to today's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where you can probably tell from my voice that I've got a cold, so apologies if I have to blow my nose occasionally during this. At least through this medium you have no chance of catching it from me. Right, we're going to do a live solve of today's Cryptic. I'll try and give some commentary as I go. It won't be as long as yesterday's. I'm going to do this more for the sort of intermediate stroke advanced solver. So let's go. Grandpa, I'm told, resettled on retiring. Not sure. Guide sailor follows a lot. Okay, I want that to be something star. So pole star. Load star, maybe. I'm not sure actually. Let's have a think about that. I think star's correct. I'm making designs 100 in number. Well, ether is a number, so that's etcher. Drive to photograph instrument of torture. Drive to turn the screw. Snap the drive to. I think I've almost got that in my mind, but no. Working out and after removing top, showering. Well, if you're training, you're working out, so that's going to be that one. Hereford might be in this stunning location. I'm thinking of, when I see Hereford here, I'm thinking of some sort of cow. Not sure. After peeled pear, feels thrilled to consume a very soft fruit. Well, a very soft with that, so feels after peeled pear. Eating apples, I would think. Tingles for feels there, that was. China welcomes guest, one showing qualities of leadership. China is normally pal or mate, that's an old word for a friend, so welcomes guest, one showing qualities of presidential. Quite like presidential there. So resident for a guest, I think that's fair enough. Nutty chocolate, Nutella. I put in eaten mess. Nutty. If you're nutty, you are. Not sure. Location of pub, you say, is close by. Not sure. Pictures of royal couple visiting US state. Royal couple pictures. Portraits. Pictures. Artwork, maybe. Arkansas is a US state, so how's this working? 2 R for royal. Royal couple, 2. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Now we should be able to get this one now with a W. Drive to photograph instrument of torture. Well, the wheel was an instrument of torture. Drive to photograph. Take the wheel. Yeah, I suppose if you take a photograph. Hoist flag. A flag is a jack. So that works well there. This could still be lodestar. Grandpa, I'm told, resettled on retiring. Old timer. I'm told, anagrammed, and then on RE, retiring, reversed. Yeah, okay, good. So this does look kind of like lodestar, fine. Dog stray. Circling English person who enunciates a mutterer. So mutt is a dog. Stray around E, English. Okay, nice. Right, transport cafe. Traveller holds up object of interest. Not sure. Artifact. Why is that the answer? Artifact. Oh, it's a hidden. Very good. Gosh, how stupid am I? So you can see the words of artifact reversed in the words transport cafe traveller. Perhaps bully boy ripped end off ornament. No, I don't know what that is. Proving deficient. That's what? Cut off unelasticated Bermudas, maybe. What? That's a bit of a mouthful. Falling short, I think, is the answer. So if they're falling shorts, I see. Okay. Coward hauled up. That's null, isn't it? So Leon for the Spanish city. Right, hot beef supplier. Coming round, mentioned, principal dish. Well, I want to put chow mein in here, so let's see why. So hot beef supplier coming round, so that's cow around H, mentioned, principal, main. Okay, so that's a homophone for the way we spell the noodles. Duke having private, that's an easy clue. Inner is private and D for Duke. Gift already dispatched, pre-sent. Just a case of reading the word present in the right way. Fighting ultimately against American support for arms. Fighting ultimately against American support for arms. I should be able to get that, can't see why. Perhaps a bully boy ripped end off. Toreador. Why is this Toreador? A bully boy might be a Toreador. So ripped, tore, end off, adorn. So I think that is Toreador. Okay, man swimming in a lock beginning to shiver. No idea. The Birdie Song, an example of these revolutionary recordings. The Birdie Song. Tweet. Don't know. Satellite moving a lot over Scottish Island. Okay, so this looks like an anagram of a lot over a shortened Scottish island. Wader twice spotted near island. Okay, well, twice is bis. That's an old word. Twice. B-I-S. And then I for island. So that looks like ibis. Okay, we might have to go back up here. Everyone going short after business is slack, perhaps. Coal slack. A female inappropriately dressed for this. Okay, so it's a female in a sari. Very nice clue, actually. AF in sari there. Nutty. Okay, this is now Noisette, isn't it? It's an anagram of eaten somehow. I put in eaten. I put in etenness. I put in. I set in an anagram of eaten. Right, okay, sorry, being slow. Hereford might be in this stunning location. Oh, it was a reference to a cow, an abattoir, slightly grisly reference. Most brazen females in distress. Well, female I can see might be she in the middle of that, so let's put that in. So we need a word for distress around the most brazen. It's brashest, perhaps. Let's have a look. Why is that right? Female, oh no, hang on. Female's apostrophe S could be SHES actually. Distress could be fret then, for freshest, for most brazen. Ah, that's a tricky one. You could get that wrong if you go too quickly. Location of pub, you say, is close by. Location on site? No. Close by. Insight. Insight, as in INN, rather than just IN. So the insight is the location of the SITE, is the location of a pub. Oh, okay, so satellite moving a lot over Scottish Island endlessly. Hebron, Harris? Satellite. I'm trying to think of moons, by the way, of planets here. That's what I think this is probably a reference to. But I'm not seeing it. Man swimming in a lock. Okay, so this could be an anagram of in a lock and the beginning to shiver, i.e. an S. That would give us the right number of letters. It's got an N, it's got an O, so it's Nicholas. Again, a little bit slow there, sorry. So, fighting, ultimately against American support for arms. Okay, tussling, nice clue. So the way this works is ultimately against is the T from the word against, American, US, and a support for your arms is a sling. So we're nearly there. The Birdie Song, an example of these revolutionary recordings. Example of these. Revolutionary is a Che was a revolutionary. Che Guevara. I'm not quite seeing that. Satellite moving a lot. Scottish Island. Scottish Island. Innis is a Scottish island, isn't it? But satellite. Hyperion. Why is that the answer? Iona is a Scottish island as well. So the Iona looks right at the end there. So if you're moving a lot, you're hyper. Gosh, that's not easy actually. Right, the Birdie Song, an example of these revolutionary recordings. The Birdie Song, Cheaps. Revolution. EPs, gosh, how stupid am I? Okay, let's see if that's right. Yeah. Okay. So not a desperately quick time. There were a few interesting clues here. So I think the Hyperion answer is relatively difficult, crossing the Cheaps. Let's just have another look at those two clues. So the Birdie Song, an example of these. So my vague recollection of the Birdie Song is it consists of a whole load of cheeping. And then we've got Che Guevara, Che, followed by EPs for recording. So not an easy clue. I mean, you know, I had the C and the E, and it still took me a while to work out what was going on. I was quite pleased actually to get Hyperion before that. I'm not sure. Maybe other people will be much more familiar with Hyperion than I am. But I also thought Toreador was quite difficult for Bully Boy. I might just check that in the dictionary and see what the reference is. And of course, as I open the dictionary, I suddenly realised that bully boy is referencing not a bully boy in the normal meaning of the phrase, but a boy who, you know, who is involved with bulls could be described as bully. So it's a good pun. It's a clever pun actually. And misled me for far too long. It was a good hidden artifact in 15 down, and I actually liked the Grizzly Abattoir. So this whole clue 9 across is an example of one of these clues we have to be careful with when we're discussing them on the channel, because one of the big pieces of advice that we give is that every cryptic crossword can basically be broken down into a quick crossword if you read the clues correctly by taking either the start or the end of the clue as a definition. Well, that doesn't quite work with 9 across, because actually the whole clue here is a cryptic definition of the answer. So Hereford might be in this stunning location. You have to read the whole thing actually as in order to try and understand how the answer can be abattoir, i.e. a place where cows or bulls are stunned. So yeah, nice crossword actually. You know, I'd say about average difficulty, but with some really nice clues in there. And I'm going to be interested to see how people get on in the southwest corner, or southeast corner I should say, because I think there's a difficult crossing there. So, hope interesting. We'll see you again tomorrow on Cracking the Cryptic.